Hello. Ooh, today we're going to make a pop-up card. Alrighty. So, first things first, I took 2 thin pieces of cardstock, and both of them, then I rounded just on this side, on the opening side, with my rounders, my corner rounders. If you don't have a corner rounder, definitely use your scissors or lay something round along the edge of it, and you can trim it. So see, you can lay this on the edge, and you can just trace around it and then cut it off. Okay, so use those things that you have around your house. That will really help you. All right, so the outside piece, both pieces first, I did a brown trim. I used a sponge dauber, and I sponged brown around the edges, and on the end, and I did it on the inside too, because we're going to see the inside of the card. Then on this piece, the inside insert, I did it around the edges too. I then took this image, which is just some little blingy background, confetti background, and stamped that all over the inside and all over the outside, just the front. Okay, nothing on the back, nothing on either of these, nothing on the inside. The only thing I did on the inside was just do around the edges. Okay, so this way when you look at it, then you see the trim around the edges, you see the stamping. When you open it up, this will be glued together. You'll see the stamped background, which matches the front, and the trim around the edges on both pieces. Okay, so then I took, so this is an an A2 card, so that's 4.5 by 5 1/4 inches, or 4 1/4 by 5.5. I'm sorry. I did the same thing with this, but trimmed it in the 1/8 of an inch on 2 sides. Okay, so this ends up being 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. So then what I did was I laid it down because I want a 2-inch marking on here. So I laid it down here because these squares are all 1 inch. And I marked it from this corner to this corner. Laid my ruler down and went, okay, there's my 2-inch mark. And then went ahead and folded it up. Turned it over, folded it the other way. Open it up, push it in, and close it. That's our pop-up feature, okay? So 2 inches, 2 inches, okay? So 2 inches in, 2 inches down, okay? And then just use a straight stick, fold it over for yourself. Alrighty, this has been rounded off too, just on the 2 outside pieces. So now we can go ahead and we can glue this in here. Alrighty, so let's use my tacky glue because that glues really fast. And I'm gonna put this brown stuff away so it's out of my way, and my little stamp image. Alrighty, and I guess I can put this rounder away too. Get that out of my way. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna lay this inside where we want it. Okay, that's in far enough. And I'm gonna line it up so that I can see that it's about the same all around. Alrighty, so then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put glue on the border going around it, okay? Then we're gonna close the door. Close the door gently, close the card gently, lay that down, and go ahead and give it a little rub. Okay, so now it's stuck on the front. Alrighty, so now it's already in position, so all we have to do now is just go ahead and squirt some glue on the inside back piece. Okay, and you don't need a lot, just enough to hold it down. Okay, then we're going to close this one and give it a little rub. All right, so there we go. There's our card, and it pops up. Isn't that an easy pop-up? Just a 2-inch corner, fold it in. That's all it is. All right, so now what we're going to do is move this stuff out of my way, move my flat stick. All righty. And I've got balloons for the outside and I've got balloons for the inside. So, and I've already put a 4-inch string on each one. Okay, and I just use masking tape to tape it on. Alrighty, and if you notice, look how I positioned the corner of the masking tape so it goes down so that it forces the string to hang where the little nib is. Okay, and I did that on all of them so that way the string isn't hanging off the side. Okay, That way they look like they're actually tied on there. All right, so now I want to choose 3 of these to be lifted up. So I think I'll do 1, 2, maybe these 3. Why not? All right, we'll raise these ones. So I'm just going to put these 3D foams right in the middle of each one. And, whoops, come all the way off. There you go. Alrighty, throw this away. Then we need the release paper off. And again, just a small piece. You don't need a lot. Okay? So now we're going to lay these down. And which way do you want the wind to be blowing? If you want the wind to be blowing this way, then you want them coming over this way. Okay? If you want the wind to be blowing this way, they're going to be going over this way. Alrighty. So I think we'll do it this way. Why not? Because when we open it up, it'll all be blowing back. Okay, I like that. All right, so let's go ahead and, well, I'm just going to go ahead and glue this. Well, let's see where we're going to put it first. All right. So that'll go there. That'll go there. This will go. Nope, this red one can go up here. And this one can go here. How about there? All right, so if I do, definitely want that one up there. And I think I want this one right here. All right, so let's glue this one down. There. And then, which one? This one has it on, okay. So then that one and that one. All right. So then this one we can go ahead and put a little glue on and stick that way. All right. Then we're just going to tuck all these strings in behind the balloons. All righty. And we're going to bring them all down together. Perfect. All right. And now we're going to take an extra string, which I have an extra piece here, and we can tie it off with this. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and put this right underneath there. And we'll take this and tie it. And this, I think, is the hardest part because it's so fine. It's kind of hard to maneuver around with my fingers, but that's okay. There. Alrighty, so now they're all tacked together. You can make a little bow if you want. I think I will since it's long enough. If it's not long enough, that's okay. You don't have to have a bow. There. Alrighty. That's cute. Okay, so now we've got a little bunch of balloons. All right, so now we want to open it, and I'm just going to leave these dangles here because that doesn't bother me at all. If it bothers you because it's too long, then go ahead and feel free to trim them down, or glue them. But I kind of like that look. So, alrighty, so now for the inside, we want it to open up, and we want the balloons to be hanging off of here. Okay, so we're going to line them up on here, so that way they can be dangling down for us. All right, so I think we're going to do the 2 big ones right there. So let's go ahead and do this. And you don't want it higher than this piece here. So you may want to open this up, and then when you put this on, make sure that you're lining it up with this line here and the top of the outside piece of the card, okay? But only glue this one on this side, okay? There you go. So that way when it closes, it'll be hidden, okay? So, and we want the same thing with the other one. So I think, I don't know if we're going to use all these, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's do this one right here. And we'll do the same thing. We'll squirt a little bit of glue right here. I'd rather put it there than on the balloon because I don't want to stick it up too far. All right. But I want to lay this balloon against the edge here, right above this and underneath this line. All right. So there, we've got the 2 pieces down. We've got the string hanging down. Alrighty, so look at it so far. Ta-da! See, and that's cute just like that, just with 2 balloons. I love it. Alrighty, we still have 3 balloons, so we could do one over here. I think I'm going to do one on either side. I think that would be fun. That is a cute idea. Or maybe just those two there and this one here. That is cute. Do I want this one? I like this one better. Okay, let's do this one. That'll be fun. All right, go ahead and put that on. And put that right there in the corner. Let that hang down. That's cute. I like that. We could go ahead and put another one next to it, or this one over here and this one here. Oh, I like it like that. Okay, we're gonna do that. That, or should we put this one over here and these two together? Even though they're different, they're kind of similar in color, but that's okay. You know what? I like that. Let's do that. All right. Why not? May as well use them all, right? All right, so let's go ahead and overlap this one. That way those are coming down. We'll put this one over here. So what a simple, fun card. And the hardest part, honestly, is tying that silly bow and putting the strings on. That's kind of a tedious thing to do. But once you've got it done, isn't that pretty? So check it out. We have made with 1 inch or less, because these are 1 inch balloons. These smaller ones are. And these ones are, I think, 1.5 inches. But look, you can cut balloons out. And if you don't have a balloon, that's okay. Just cut out circles and just add a string to it. There are round balloons. There's oval balloons. There's star balloons. Whatever shapes you have, use them. You can make anything into a balloon just by adding a string on the bottom. And then you can go ahead and you can add your words on the inside here. So there we go. We have made a happy birthday card or some type of celebration card. This would be an adorable baby card or a graduation card or just, I love you, I'm thinking about you, thank you for cheering me up, or whatever. Okay, so there you go. There's our idea for this week. And I hope you like this idea and you'll give it a try. And remember, this is 2 inches by 2 inches, okay, on the fold corner. Alrighty, so I hope you like this idea and you'll give it a try. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.